All right, Shalom. For the fourth, I want to give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. That honor to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, and to all the occupants across the globe, preaching the word and truth and sincerity. I want to say Shalom. This is our Dianawa from the great millstone campus, Chicago, with another lesson. Today's lesson, we're going to go into Sirach, the 28th chapter, and go on down, and wherever the Spirit leads is what we'll do. So, let me get this pulled up on my all right, just in case. All right, this is Sirach 28 and 8. It says, abstain from strife, and thou shalt diminish thy sins, for a furious man will kindle strife. All right, and we want to be careful about how we act and how we move and how we speak and how we treat the brethren, man. All right, because with much strife comes contention, man. All right, and we don't want to be contentious and being a debating spirit. That argumentative spirit. All right, because it doesn't go anywhere. It leads to more problems. So for a furious man will kindle strife. You know, we don't want to be one of them angry Israelites, man. Walking around and you yelling and cussing at everybody. You point out all the wickedness that goes on in the world, man. We know that the whole earth life of wickedness, man. We know the earth is given to the hands of the wicked. We know that when we leave our house, that we're subject to the spirits and the spirits and the demons that are upon these people. Okay. All right. So we got to be careful about how we move and how we react and how we speak to all individuals, man. Not just the men of the Lord or people that you perceive or people that you perceive to be men of the Lord, man. All right. A sinful man disquieteth friends and maketh debate among them that be at peace. All right. And when we're congregating, brothers drink, and we get together and, we're having a good time, and all of a sudden there's debate and strife. All right. There's brother become confrontational. Brother become being that debating spirit. All right. There's a time and place for everything, man. All right. When we're enjoying ourselves, and we may have younger brothers around who are actually watching and learning how to move in the spirit, watching how brothers deal when they're so-called letting their hair down, so to speak, which a younger brother shouldn't be around to witness those things, but in some cases, they are. And it's up to us to handle our liquor. It's up to us to handle our tongue. It's up to us to be an example to those who are young, who are trying to follow in the footsteps that we have laid down before them, man. All right? We don't want to be full of that debate. So as the matter of the fire is, so it burneth. And as a man's strength is, so is his wrath. And according to his riches, his anger rises. And the stronger they are which contend, the more they will be inflamed. All right? We gotta let things out. If you have a problem with brothers or issue with brothers about certain things, you gotta let it out. You gotta call that brother, you gotta pull him to the side and let those things out. Because when you keep them in and you begin to drink, you begin to be feeling good, all right? those things come out, and it comes out in a way where it's not beneficial, all right, to anyone. Okay, because we tend to say things that we don't mean. We tend to say things that are out of season and are not meant for everybody's ears. All right, and it says according to the riches his anger rises, and the stronger they are which contend, the more they will be inflamed. And we got to understand and recognize when brothers have had too much to drink, when brothers may just be in a bad mood, all right, or irritated about something at the house or whatever, the job, or something that went on prior. We got to use the spirit of discernment, all right, and act accordingly and react accordingly, because you can actually send a brother, make a brother more angrier if you try to contend and try to argue or contend with them even more. You know, hasty contention kindleth a fire, and a hasty fighting sheddeth blood. If thou blow the spark, it shall burn. If thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched. And both of these come out of the mouth. All right. The scriptures speak about a soft answer turn away wrath. All right. We have to understand and discern the speech of brethren and of people. You see, you may get on the bus and you may accidentally bump somebody and he calls you all out your name. Well, if you say, well, excuse me, I'm sorry, pardon me, I didn't mean to. All right, that's spitting on it, man. Okay? That's what we try to do. We want to live peaceably with all men, man. All right? But if you want to, the scripture talk about how you word it. Railing versus railing against railing, man. Railing for railing. We don't want to be railing for railing with these people, man. All right? Being out in public is a very serious matter, man. Because these people have demons on them. They have spirits on them that they can't control. They don't think about the law, statutes, and commandments. They don't have the Lord, all right, upon them. All right? So we're not out here to provoke people, to be belligerent, all right, to be contentious with these people, man. All right, we're walking in the truth, and we got to carry ourselves as men of the Lord, all right, and know how to answer every man, man. Everything doesn't require fucking argument, man. Everything is not a war. All right? So if thou blow the spark, it shall burn. If thou spit upon it, it shall be quenched. Both of these come out of thy mouth. Right, man? Life and death, life and the power of the tongue, man. All right? We got to understand that we can make a situation good, or we can make a situation bad. All right? It says, curse the whisperer and double tongues, for such have destroyed many that were at peace. A backbiting tongue has disquieted many, and driven them from nation to nation. Strong cities have they pulled down, and overthrown the houses of great men. A backbiting tongue has cast out virtuous women, and deprived them of their labors. Whoso hearkeneth unto it shall never find rest, and never dwell quietly, man. All right, so you keep on hearkening to backbiting. All right, Jake getting on you, and you want to justify yourself. All right, if you want to murmur and talk about brothers behind their back, all right, you're never going to have peace. Why? Because you're always thinking about what somebody has done or what somebody hasn't been doing according to your standards, man. All right? And we got to be careful about what we say and how we come off when we're around other Akim, man. The stroke of the whip maketh marks in the flesh, but the stroke of the tongue breaketh the bones. All right, you can heal from a mark in the flesh. Get some time, and it's going to heal up, and you'll never know the mark was there. All right? But you can actually make brothers feel a certain way about the truth by how you carry yourself and by how you speak to other brothers, man. All right? You go around, you talk about a brother back about how you feel about a brother. All right? Or brother, you know, you start degrading and calling brothers out their names in front of other brothers. You see, these things can now don't get me wrong, you know, we put that thick skin in this. You know, we're men, but also, man, we're in the flesh and we have feelings, man. Although a brother may say, Khan, it's okay, I don't worry about it, they forgive you. All right? But they're hurt by those words, man. All right? These words are something that can start wars. They can send you to jail. Okay? They can cause all sorts of problems, man. So we got to be careful, because the scripture says the tongue is an unruly member. All right? It says one who bridles the tongue can control his whole body, man. All right? And we can't be so far, you know, in our spirits when we're drinking, when we're hanging out with the brothers, that your tongue becomes a weapon, man. Now you made an enemy for no reason, man. Scripture, you know, not scripture, but they had a saying in the world: drunk minds speak sober thoughts. All right, and when you're holding things in and you only want to bring them out when you've been drinking, it don't come out the same, man. All right. So many have fallen by the edge of the sword, but not so many have fallen by the tongue. All right. This thing of ours, you know, we're supposed to be very astute. All right, very sharp in the words that we use, man. All right, we have to make sure that we're using proper speech, so to speak. We're dealing with the brethren, man. You don't talk to a brother the same way you talk to a nigga in the world, man. Calling brothers out their name. All right, belittling brothers. All right. This tongue can get you in a lot of trouble, man. Trust me, I know. All right. You can put a vibration on a brother by the things that you say, and have that brother follow the truth, man. Ultimately, it's up to the Lord, but we don't want to put things upon brothers, man. All right, unnecessarily, man. Making brothers self-conscious about themselves, man. All right, making brothers feel that they're not important. Making brothers feel like they're wicked, man. Well is he that is defended through the venom thereof, who has not drawn the yoke thereof, nor have been bound in her hands, man. You know? We got to think before we speak. We got to ponder what it is to say. before we speak it, man. All right, we got to be more aware, all right, of how we talk, man. And when thoughts come in your mind, block it out, man. Or man, it's just profitable. It's just edifying. You see, when you replay things in your mind, you tend to rethink of what it is that you want to say or how you want to say it, man. You know? For the yoke thereof is the yoke of iron, and the bands thereof are the bands of brass. The death thereof is an evil death, the grave were better than it. It shall not have rule over them that fear the Most High, neither shall they be burned with the flame thereof. You know? And when you're speaking, you know, there's nothing wrong with rebuking, correcting a brother. All right, but you don't want to do it in your liquor. You want to do it when a brother's in their liquor. All right? You always supposed to be, look, we're responsible, all right, for what comes out of our mouth, man. Although a brother may forgive you, the Lord may not, man. All right, these are not our men to where we can go around, all right, calling them out their names, man. Trying to embarrass brothers, man. Because eventually, all right, the same judgment that you want a brother to have, the same measure that you want a brother to be measured to, it will be measured unto you, man. There are no big eyes and little U's in this truth. All right, if you wouldn't talk to Elder Malcolm or Apostle Tahar that way, you shouldn't be talking to the brothers that way, man. You see? 23. Such as forsake the Lord shall fall into it. They shall burn in them and not be quenched. It shall be sent upon them as a lion and devour them as a leopard. All right? And those are two very strong and dangerous animals, man. And that's what you're like when you don't control your tongue, man. You're like a wild beast, man. All right? If you have problems, you got issues with brothers, man, bring it to that brother and him alone, man. You see? Because we have examples of those who fell out the truth, and what the first thing they do is start talking shit, man. You see? Look that thou hedge thy possession about with thorns, and bind up thy silver and gold, and weigh thy words in a balance, and make a door and bar for thy mouth. Beware thou slide not by it, lest thou fall before him that lieth in wait. You know? You gotta weigh your words out, man. Right? And one thing that, you know, when we read and we're studying and we're looking up words, it's also to strengthen your vocabulary, man. There's always alternative words that you can use to get the same point across without berating and degrading a brother, man. All right, these are the same people that you call men of the Lord. These are the same people that we say that we love and that we hope we make it on the chariots. But on the other hand, you talk to them like they're a nigga off the street, man. I'm gonna get some of these real quick. Proverbs 29:11. A fool uttereth all on his mind, but a wise man keepeth it in till afterwards, man. That's heavy, man. I'm going to highlight that. All right, it says Proverbs 29:11. A fool uttereth all his mind, but a wise man keepeth in till afterwards, man. All right. You know, that's self-explanatory, man. Some things could be just left unsaid, man. I got a saying, man. That, you know, it's not a scripture or anything, but if a brother ain't going off, man, leave him alone. All right, everybody has a beam and moat. We gotta be careful about what we're trying to point out about brothers, man. All right, because the brother can turn around and the spotlight be on you and start digging in your closet, man. You see? Matter of fact, it's a time to build, a time. Ecclesiastes 3:1. To every man there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born, and a time to die, a time to plant, and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up, man. Alright? So everything has its own time, man. Everything don't need to be aired out in front of all the brothers, man. Putting brothers on Front Street, man. Okay? And, you know, let me get this real quick, too. Galatians 6:1. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such a one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted, man. So a brother going off, man, hey, it's your fault to rebuke him, correct him, chastise him. And if a brother need to cuss out, cuss him out. But you restore that brother, man. All right? Okay? In the spirit of meekness. All right? Think about yourself and how you would want mercy, how you want a brother to deal with you. Then you got some brothers who take on an attitude where it's like, I could take rebuke, I could take wood. Hey, that may be true. All right? That don't mean I'm gonna talk to you in a way to where I'm belittling you, man. I don't want nobody to do that to me. You see? We're going to talk about treat your brethren as yourself. All right? You want somebody to every time they get riled up, riled up, that they start going in on you every time in front of other Akim. Got brothers thinking like, man, younger brothers thinking like, is this how y'all get down on each other, man? A brother can stay, brother can stay in the world. They want to get talked about and embarrassed and ridiculed because you can't hold your liquor, man. Because you can't hold your tongue while you're drinking your liquor, man. You see? I've done it. All right? And it's not a good feeling afterwards, man. Now you're calling brother saying it's a locker, you're apologizing. All right? But where's the fear of the Lord when you're dealing with brothers and talking to them in a manner that's not becoming of another Akim, man? Especially if you're older Akim, man. That's it, man. Shalom. Salaki. All praise to Yahweh, Bashmi Al Shai. Don't want to say Apostle Elders, Ray Milton. Until next time, Shalom.